want to dive the tower there at this point. Mickey far too risky. A bit of poke damage. Tofu perfectly fine. So they don't get Tofu, and they will indeed lose, almost certainly lose that Observe award.
Definitely gonna.
They pinged it out, they knew what was going on. In terms of the bounties, we'll just end up splitting the 2-2. So yeah, let's see how some of these lanes go down. As you said, you would imagine Jug and Lich should be pretty solid top. Maybe down bottom, Draccio on the TB feels a bit of pressure. And then the mid matchup, oh yeah, well, we'll see who was sort of correct with the way they drafted it out, because clearly both teams very happy to have these two heroes go head to head.
Missing a last hit there, a free one. Matt, as we've seen in the past, it's been Timber dominant. Especially when Quinn has been playing it versus these Ember Spirits, he's phenomenal, just taking advantage of it. And that's where there could be difficulties, even at these lanes and stuff like that. You know, if Liquid does come ahead, that's where Quinn can just break those, right? Because he can make moves to these lanes, to that Brood's lane in particular, and attack the tower to make sure that the Terrorblade Dyrachyo is able to get. This Disruptor pick is cool. I like the point that Brian made quite a bit on panel too. I was looking at quite a bit of history of when they do pick it. Gaming does not pick this hero that often for Celery. But when they are playing versus these heroes that can sneak up the pathing in particular, versus this Brood versus the Bat, that's when they do like to have it. So it's cool, because then they rounded it together, right? They made the Disruptor look even better when they throw in the Dark's potential of the vacuum combos.
Absolutely, yeah, great team fight provided just between the two of them. They're also just great chase and catch. If the fight starts to go the way of Gaimin Gladiators, they can easily combo it into further. Very hard for Liquid to escape from a bad engagement.
Yeah, and maybe this top lane isn't going to be as easy as expected for Mickey, because he does have a Lich who's a very, very strong hero, but Techies really is just that threatening. And I do see that Sania, he actually took the Frost Shield immediately at level 2.
He's got it. It's going to be first blood for Dyrachyo down here. Good catch from Celery with the kinetic field, and there's enough time for the two of them to right-click him out of the game.
Dyrachyo Terrorblade, one of the few Terrorblades I think in this tournament that is having just still the same success that it usually does. I think most people are talking about how it's been struggling more than they expected. Low, Liquid with Voxy's death is actually going to take away the Water Road from Quinn. Quinn is actually going to be put a little bit low on HP here for the next moments. Yeah, definitely seeing. I'm seeing Mickey just he's getting poked. The power of the techies, the poke.
Yeah. So down bottom again. Zai attempting to get onto Dyrachyo, but Dyrachyo's fine. Very hard for kind of Zai to sort of train Dyrachyo on his own. It's going to take a few levels to come out from Boxy before they have like that magical damage that may be able to pressure and threaten the Terrorblade even when he's under his tower.
Boxy's actually just going to start pulling away. Maybe he blocks the small camp too. I feel like just having the small camp available for Celery to reset lane position never feels good. It never feels good for Zai.
Yeah, it's going to get lucky. Mid lane. Oh goodness, they're losing the edge! And Nisha underestimated the damage that Quinn would be able to do to him, and the amount of damage Quinn would be able to survive through. That is it's an unfortunate death there for Nisha on the mid.
I mean, and Quinn's going to hold the range creep there. Now that's ring of health. And that was actually with the TP coming in, where they stole the water room away from him. That was him without any extra little refill. He just stands toe-to-toe versus Nisha. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean...
That's not a person you want to give the kill to.
No, he pushed for the risk to try and get that kill in the 1v1, and now that he didn't get it, it means that he's never going to have that opportunity again. No. Yeah, Ring of Health out, 2 points in the reactive armor. Quinn, he's never dying in this matchup.
Nope.
Nisha missed the opportunity.
And top is free farming. You know, Ace, he is getting that really, really solid farm with Tofu just harassing behind him. Not able to get any type of slowdown onto this. The Jug is farming nicely. But I've seen what Ace is able to do when he gets off to a good start as his Darkseer. Yeah, he occupies so much. He actually just plays farming. He gets Vanguard. He takes over the top part of the map, not the actual like creeps. He'll pull some creeps into all these neutral camps because there's so much for Darkseer to farm once you get an advantage like that.
Try and make a bit of a go, but every time Surge is there, very hard for Lich and Jug to get away with the successful moves. And now Mickey,
I'm surprised that Sania put the point in this rush.
He just doesn't do anything in this lane for him.
It's all magic damage. Yeah, if you catch them like really off guard and you know there's no surge and stuff, you can get that spin down with the slow. But most of the time that I've seen from these Liches versus like
Radiant's towers
they
are
hold
fortified,
the point or they get the gaze. So
just like
I think that pays off for Insania. Right now they're just getting really harassed. Healing Ward is doing wonders, but have to be careful with that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
At the least, Liquid, as long as they're able to hold the wave around their tier 1 tower and stay close to that, they shouldn't die in this top lane.
But that means you're not getting kills on Ace.
Yeah, you're not pressuring this Darkseer.
Darkseer is one of those heroes where it can be a little bit like feast or famine. You could just sometimes you just don't get off to a start at all, and you're just dying a bunch of times. It takes you some time to cover. This doesn't feel like it's going to be that case at all this game. None of those are always really early. Insania making the move.
Let's see if they can get the kill onto Duraccio. They can. They get the Flame Break knocked back into the Firefly.
Come to Radiant's bottom
They'll be able to take
tower.
him down. So put some pressure on.
So that's the benefit, I guess, of the Frost Shield too. If he does want to make some rotations
Diving
to the
in.
bottom, diving. So, okay.
Radiant's bottom
that if he makes those
tower
type
is
of moves.
under attack.
Of course, any moment spent away from that top lane does continue to mean that Ace is going to have the freest time ever.
From Darkseer with the lineup that Nisha might just be dead.
Level 6 has been hit by Quinn. He's in with the Chakram. Nisha will be able to keep his distance from Quinn. Still got to be a bit careful. I mean, Quinn's still got a bit of mana to play with, so both Insania and Nisha have to be cautious.
Our rune's going to be coming up soon. Nisha's just going to try to run to base. Can the supports deny this rune away from Quinn here?
Playing it's not seeming a lot of fun for Mickey.
When he got the healing word, immediately
able to snipe it. Now he's in with the jump. Mickey's gone. Mistakes made on the top lane. Mickey left on his own as Insania's sort of just trying to help everywhere else out. Goes down towards the bottom, comes over towards the mid. Seeing Mickey on an island and an island of pain as he's dead. He's out of that top lane. As Ace continues to probably have a huge smile on his face without word of early game.
He is absolutely free farming, Owen. That is a concern. This Jug. He's got
Blaze here.
Goes out to
but he's going to lose his courier immediately, and they
can dive him off.
Force
Blaze here. He needs help.
We've got to come up. They're bringing two supports.
Yeah, they have to. They've got to bail Mickey out of this situation. He's not been having a fun time at all. They'll turn towards Ace. Ace is able to get the 3-man vacuum up, but he will die.
But Mickey.
They get Mickey.
Nice pull.
He's going to have glimpse in a second. Celery. He's got him with a glimpse to actually do it. So they'll lose lives themselves here if Gaimin Gladiators 2 go down.
They get the chain.
They'll lose the third as Nisha swings across, chains to cancel the TP of Celery. They get the 3 of them, so Liquid as a whole will be happy. Mickey, maybe not so much, as he's dead yet again.
Oh, man. Don't want this Jug to get slowed down. This is a hero that you want to be able to have that good pace versus the terrible TV. I mean, Duraccio, yeah, he dies the once, but this hero, it farms much more naturally than a Jug who's struggling in laning phase.
I mean, to the point where overall you feel for Gaimin Gladiators losing the 3 heroes there to kill the Jug as soon as the Jug returns isn't actually that. They're like, whatever, we just killed your Jug twice in a row.
No, I mean,
it's like recovering Mickey.
At least they got kills, but I mean, Mickey now it's like, he's gonna have to just jungle a bit here. And Duraccio, he can actually come top in the tower.
They can take this tower, I think, yeah.
And mid Quinn, he's also gonna start pressuring this tower too. So Liquid getting pulled apart a little bit here. He is having the best time though, so he's gonna be able to apply some good pressure down bottom, and we'll see which route he does go with this build. We've seen a lot of different variety.
Yeah, I mean, in a game that's kind of going like this when you know your carry's sort of struggling, is that more of an incentive to go for sort of the carry right-click brood build and build for yourself, or does it mean that you should go the aura route so you can make sure your actual carry is able to have a presence in the team fights? You know, what's sort of the thought process as the offlane brood in this sort of game, do you think?
That's a good question. I think because he has the Ember Spirit, he might actually just go down the aura route. So we'll have to say though. I think it's, for me, I'm having difficulty telling just in some of the games. It's like, oh, he should go, or he might go aura just because like they're struggling or they're playing versus an early game lineup, and then they just go triple core. So I mean, like Amar's been like one of the best examples, at least in that. Constant scaling on his blue. Insania.
He's going to try and chase down Celery here. So Celery's got Duraccio by his side. He's not going to want to spend any time chasing Celery any further. Duraccio turns up. Also Tofu and Quinn. They're looking for the chase onto this. Insania inside. They've got to back off.
They've got the glimpse if they need it.
I think Insania doesn't really stand much options getting away from this one. He's going to try and spend as much time as he can, making the 4 of them chase him, but he will indeed be going down. Kill for Gaimin Gladiators.
Oh, yeah, that's 4. That's quite a bit of chasing the lates. That's space.
And Mickey's definitely going to appreciate that space. He's been able to push out the top wave, catch up a little bit on farm. You know, he's more than happy with Insania dying as deep as he did.
I love how much attention that Boxy's actually been putting on this top area versus the Darkseer. He's, in the beginning of the game when they smoked, they blocked this camp with a sentry right at the start, and now he's just been constantly walking over, keeping tabs of the Darkseer stacks and everything like that too. So definitely potential that Liquid wants to fight around that area if they do set up for it on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Let's see some early movements coming from there. 5 to 4. Pretty even start here between both. The Jug getting slowed down definitely hurts a little. That space that they just got for Mickey was pretty crucial for him to catch right back up.
He's getting to play this whole top half of the map without any interruption.
I'm waiting to see what Zai wants to keep it up. Tried to do you kind of indicative of Echo Saber.
More like the one in the mid, Nisha. cool. He's still got his remnant ready.
Chopping super low.
He was living on the edge there. I mean, Quinn, of course, will be able to easily hold this mid, hold this tier 1 tower. So super hard for Liquid to get away with any early push. Any time that Quinn turns up on his Timber.
I mean, mostly it's just Zai going to be doing almost all that push. And yeah, Zai, he's committed the Ogre Clutch, so he's going to be scaling. So they're going for triple scaling items on the 3 cores at the least here. I mean, if there's auras that come out very early for Ace, that could pose to be some scare around the early team fights around these towers. Because if Ace just has some like Vanguard mech, and they're fighting with these triple scaling cores, they're going to need more time to build those towers if gaming does set up for them.
Yeah, and I feel it could be difficult as well for Zai to have impact rate, even with this sort of Echo Saber build, because unless he's able to sort of find the supports in the back lines, the cores, they're not really going to care too much about getting clicked by a spider early on, right? TB, high armor, and this Timbersaw, Quinn's not going to care at all.
Yeah, Celery's the one who has to really worry about it the most. Disruptor is a squishy one, but Techie, he actually does, once he's got Taser, he's pretty good.
That's true as well.
Mother in a way, so does have a way around it. A lot of stacks being formed. Tofu, I think he has like a quad stack around his hard camp right now down bottom, but also we see Liquid getting crazy stacks. I mean, all about getting that efficiency going now that the lanes have been broken and they're fairly even.
Celery, the 6 now.
Quinn is tough for them to deal with at this point. Occult Bracelet, 1770 HP. Very tanky.
They can't kill this
They'll
team.
have to commit literally everything onto him and they must not even get him.
They're going to go for the lasso on to Tofu, but Static Storms already will stop them from being able to push in for this. Nisha turns, gets the remnant out. They're on full retreat now.
I believe he dodged the glimpse there, I think, with a slight.
They're going to go for Boxy. Ace even dropping the ball to try and catch him with the slowdown. Quinn's going to be able to head forward with the Timber Chain. Firefly's gone. Boxy will try and deny to the Ancients. Not going to do so. Quinn will get the kill, and Liquid will get pushed back.
Probably they are actually planning to try to hit the mid-tower. Their lineup without the
Radiant's middle tower.
Nisha will at least get away because he dodged the glimpse there. Glimpse. Insania. Quinn.
Left them up with the chakra, but the blast off also going to fall short. Nisha going to attempt to jump back in and take down Tofu. He'll get him with the second remnant.
Back-to-back spell misses there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tree out that after losing Tofu.
Hey, Mickey's probably like, great job, guys.
This Jug,
Keep this up. I love it.
He is. Mickey's going to be back on track for a solid Battle Fury timing.
He's pretty close. He's keeping neck and neck with that TB right now. Duracho. I mean, we have the Clash of Titans. This is building up to be a nice little mid-game here of these fights.
Yeah, both carries are going to hit their timings.
Yeah.
For sure.
And let's see if the auras thrive over the scaling. Zai's actually going to go, okay, this is the other MR build that we saw. Maybe it's just BKB Hex, because I think that's what we saw the other day, which that is a little bit of, it's not like Echo Saber. Yeah, I like this.
I think that's better. I think, as I said, with the Echo build, you're going to have this problem of not being able to threaten the cores. You get BKB and Hex, then you can get that Hex on a good timing. And absolutely, it's going to trip up heroes like Duracho. He's going to be relying on waiting till he's low to go for a Sunday. You come in hot with the Hex and get another solid time in the mid-game. It could make life difficult for Terrorblade.
Liquid have Blink. Boxy, Insania. Try to set up for something here. Again, there have to be... I mean, some of these cores are a bit too tanky for them to really deal with. But Ace and Quinn in particular, they have to commit a lot. Ace doesn't actually have the mech just yet, so maybe they try for him. They'll go for the support first.
Try and get rid of Celery before he gets Static Storm off. He'll still get it down, though. Celery able to easily pop the Static Storm. Look at the vacuum as well. They caught the two of them in. Nisha, he's out. They'll get Insania as well. They try and go in Celery, but they couldn't catch him for long enough. The lasso didn't last to a point where he was anywhere close to dying. He very easily got the ult off on that one.
To be honest with you, that was quite...
There's a couple of times there where they try to make these moves, going with the lasso last time on the Tofu, and this time on the Celery. Neither of them have gone great. This one, it went pretty terrible. They lose Nisha, and they're going to lose the tier 1 tower.
I mean, Boxy even flame break the blast off, so it would have been actually even worse if he actually connects on top of that one. Over-aggressive move from Liquid. That's a blink reveal from Boxy. That just gets Nisha killed, actually.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of unnecessary pressure from Liquid. I feel like Mickey's going to be like, guys,
chill, I'm farming.
I'm having a great time.
I've got stacks. Yeah.
Good timing on the Battle Fury off the top lane. Yeah, Liquid, I think,
Bottom.
getting a bit too aggressive. They're going to catch him. He's trapped in the kinetic field. He's going to try and load still up a little bit, but there's not a chance.
This Quinn Timber is a problem. He is gigantic already. Oh, and he's level 12. Yeah, he has done Shield Rune. They're rolling. They're looking to just keep making these moves. Ace, he's got mech, so They've got these. They're very tanky versus the limited damage I would say that Liquid has in their draft.
I mean, I can't see Liquid going for that move again around this mid tower.
They have to wait for some more items.
They've tried a couple of times. It's not gone great. Realistically, it feels like they've got to wait for Mickey to get a second item, and then maybe they can go for Mickey joining them with the healing ward, with the level 2 Omni Slash. Maybe they have a chance of pushing for it, but going for that move the same way they had the last few times, it's just a recipe for disaster.
It absolutely is. They're actually maybe setting up for Nisha here, and he should be careful.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Little mistakes can just really spiral out of control here. Racho is getting absolute freedom when they do these type of plays too. Seeing Tofu's actually just setting up mines even around the mid area just in case. If they're gonna dive us like that, I might as well just set up some traps too.
Quinn, very close to having the Kaya Sand, yeah.
Shield rune as well.
Massive.
It really is a problem. Their damage on the draft of Liquid, it's gonna take, like you said, like 1 or 2 more. Even some of these items are just committing everything to try to bring this man down. And
yeah, they don't kill him.
No, and they're gonna have the auras. Mech is done for Ace. He's gonna go pipe. I'm quite worried. Even though the gold lead is so cool, I'm worried when the fights do kick off. Are they gonna be able to actually kill and bring down these tanky powers?
Are we gonna see sort of Juggernaut Mickey turn up and be terrifying?
Yeah.
Or indeed, just be tickled?
They might be able to find Dyrachio. He's actually lingering in the top side here. Oh my goodness. See?
They've got eyes on him.
Hello.
CTP's coming in. Trying to burn him low. They've got the lasso. Static Storm's there though. He's able to turn with asunder. Another attempt to move around these tier 1s that's just not going the way of Liquid.
Oh, and every aggressive move is actually hurting them, it feels like.
They gotta stop, you know, Mick
gotta chill.
He's gonna be screaming at them. He's like, guys, can we calm down, please?
Well, he is getting free farm, but it feels like he would be getting this free farm anyway. They're trying to go for plays, but Gaimin was prepared for it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Whittling down this tower.
He's actually
almost got
the space to get this tier 1 tower very low again.
Yeah, pretty good.
With the way attention was drawn towards the top. So
Nisha finds Tofu.
Maybe we can do something about this as well. Celery is here to back up Tofu, but of course no Static Storm.
Nisha could be in trouble.
Much like
Nice. Slight dodge.
Still though, the wall is down upon him. He is going to have to jump away. Time is being bought for the rest of Liquid to turn up, but they'll find Celery on the retreat.
Radiant's middle
take
tower
him
is
down.
under
Auto
attack.
attacks. Good kill there for Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey's happy with that. So, yeah, there you go, guys. You know, bring the fight to us.
Spiders, look at this.
This is great.
They sneak it. So Zai, sneaking little spiders. He's pushing bottom, and he tins up, finishing out that mid tower from the consistent poke that Nisha was actually doing onto it there.
Okay, we're going to go for the BKB Nullifier.
War has come to
lockdown item
Radiant's
of choice.
bottom
Okay.
tower.
I mean, versus Taser, it'll be great, and versus like the Surge and everything like that, I think that's the majority of the times that you do see it. But
Yeah. Well, there's reasons why you would have maybe preferred it to have been the Hex that you say we're seeing from some other brews with this BK build than the Nullify this game? Like, arguments for both?
Arguments for both. I think he also recognizes that, you know, gaming is a team that usually, actually I was clicking around, they don't actually have a Pavise. Usually they have a Pavise on so many. They usually just build a lot of these like glimmers and auras and stuff like that, so maybe just wants this extra dispel. Insania.
He's just going in looking for Insania. We'll get held back by the chains, but the vision's there for the glimpse back. Insania will throw the chain from the good for the last one to Ace. Ace is still at the top of the back. He will die.
Good Omni.
Hit the two of them. They get Ace and Tofu. They won't get Quinn though. Quinn, perfectly fine. Got the Ace rune as well, running around.
They should be able to get Celery also. This time it's gaming.
They do.
They
That's
get
a
caught
good
off.
strike back from Liquid. Able to take the fight on their own half of the map, with it being Gaimin Gladiators at this time to be the ones to go looking for action.
And kill bounty is very important. Jug gets at least one of them there. He gets Tofu, and he gets a little bit of that assist gold as well too.
Mickey's keeping it cool. He's got the Sanj and Yash done now over the Battle Fury, so feeling pretty strong now. 18 minutes in on the Jug.
I'm always intrigued to see like when they lately when they do go for like S&Y and stuff, because he is playing versus Disruptor, so some of the times you do see like the mantas just for the play to push yourself out of these kinetics and stuff like that, because status is just do anything versus static storm. So I guess he just wants the raw stats and everything from it.
Celery's going to try for the setup, and he's going to find it here. Very nicely done. Celery coming out for the trees with the Glimmer Cape. Do they have enough damage to kill Nisha in time before it ends? He dodges. He's out.
The attacks are coming.
Tofu.
He's on him.
He was way in. He was ready. Tofu cleans up the job.
I think the attack might have been was still following him from Dyrachio, but either way, Tofu, he's there.
I mean, that definitely extra damage done there when you jump out with the remnants and there's a techies waiting.
He'll take that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the XP, my team. I'm level 11 on techies now, soon 12.
And yeah, very nicely set up there from Celery. I think it might just have got that Glimmer Cake complete and was able to kind of come out from the tree line and open up with a static kinetic.
Yeah,
we really caught him by surprise.
We're seeing the skill build of his really paying off. 0 in Thunderstruck.
And indeed, nice surprise. Yeah, that's pretty horrific. Yeah, Nisha will be having nightmares about that one.
Kate Frost gonna push Dyrachyo away here.
The red mist
Bounced too successfully though. They're boarding in on the spiders.
Nisha again, he's sort of killing up kills, and the wall's going to be dropped down in the midst of it. They're looking at Dyrachyo. Dyrachyo's still going to and asunder. He's going to target. He turns towards Nisha, takes Nisha's health. Zai fighting onwards with the BKB.
Dyrachyo still.
Terrorblade, they're pulling back the field. Dyrachyo's getting busted. Dyrachyo, he's going to live. The team there, the bail him out. Dyrachyo splits out to the side of the fight. And Ross Moxie here on the side of Liquid. They find Dyrachyo again in the shot.
He's still fine.
Maybe with the second round of Blade Fury, they can finish if they can. They'll finally be able to take Dyrachyo down. Zai, life stealing up on towards Quinn. They get the static storm down. It's going to trap. In fact, they're cleared them. Quinn, he's able to take down Zai and Nisha there with pull back at that chakra. And Celery helps to turn the fight in favour of Gaimin Gladiators. They get the glimpse back onto Mickey. Blade Fury back up, I think, for the third time. This fight will allow Mickey to escape.
He wants blood.
And he's chasing. He's surged up. He's running down the joke. The healing wall's going to be there from Mickey. He's got to consider how he's going to play his way out of this one. Frost shield thrown down onto him. Kinetic field again. Celery more control as they set up to take out the Lich. Mickey's kind of standing his ground. They still feels pretty beefy, of course, with this Sanjin Yasha on top of the Battle Fury, but he won't be able to get back in on the fight. Gaimin Gladiators, they come out on top. Some excellent stuff there from Celery, I think, sort of between his Glimmer play, keeping Dyrachyo alive for as long as he did. And once again, these sort of catches with the static storms, the kinetic fields, and that glimpse towards the end as well. You see why they were happy to bring the Disruptor in on this game.
Absolutely. I mean, Celery, I cannot believe how long Dyrachyo survived. They committed onto him so long. And Liquid, they're trying to take advantage of the fact that Static Storm was down. The fight lasts so long, it comes back up toward the end of it, and I don't think he could have gotten a better one. All 3 cores getting caught inside of it. Celery needs to die earlier in these fights.
Yeah, and Quinn is, of course, he is completely popping off the back of how much his team sent up from, such as Celery was in that last fight. You know, still yet to die, 803 as level 17, and very close to being able to get his own Hex.
And definitely feeling all the power of these auras, right? That's why they wanted this Darkseer. You're seeing this mech, this pipe, this soon Greave's going to be done. They're Liquid, it's like the damage, it was starting to kind of run out there toward the end of it. Gaming able to sustain with it, with this tanky Timbersaw, with this Terrorblade, who had quite a bit of gold saved up also. Dyrachyo, he has 4,200 gold. So for the next fight, he could just have that butterfly finished up.
He's going to have quite the power spike.
See if he commits for the butter if he goes for a more tanky route. He's going to commit to the butter.
So yeah, feels they're not going to have any sort of true strike anytime soon.
We're around the Roche area here. Potentially get maybe a pick off and then try to go for it.
In the moment, they're not too sure where Dyrachyo is, so maybe assuming that he's farming this bottom area, but
Zai is sending his spiders all over the place to try to get some scout information, but
try and find some of these cores. And the Gladiators on the other side. They're half of the map.
Gaming have Greaves now on Ace, plus that pipe. He just finished the Greaves. They have 4 Staff and Glimmers on the double supports. Quinn, Suna, Hex. Liquid, they're going to start it.
Well, it looks like they should get it.
Be able to get it.
I think Gaimin Gladiators is going to be heading over soon enough. They'll smoke up now around the mid. Yeah, this Roche is going down far too quickly. So Liquid finding a nice little opening.
Yeah, very nice call.
The question is if Gaimin Gladiators want to still take the fight despite Liquid having the Aegis, which they may do so.
If they see people split up, Nisha shows top, but he has a Remnant bottom.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
He's not going to be the one to lead in first.
He's under vision. They did see him there for a second.
To spot Mickey out to the side.
The butterfly just being delivered.
Nisha's rejoined the team. Hex is done on Quinn.
This Hex might catch them off guard. Quinn has to be careful how they position themselves here. Okay, HP.
He's got his Nullify complete, Mickey.
They've got both, right?
Yes. Double Nullify ready for the next fight on Liquid.
It's gonna be nice versus the Glimmers and stuff. Like if in that situation, right, in that last fight, if they get these Nullifiers, if they had them versus the Glimmers, Dyrachyo might die way sooner.
Yeah, Tofu and Celery have been doing a lot to get their cores out.
2 supports, yeah, they're pretty farmed. And they're more, it's always the same thing for gaming, is they're more about the true support kind of itemization. It's a backrider on Liquid, so you kind of have to itemize for yourself when you're playing this hero. I'm gonna catch somebody here with Quinn attacks.
Being able to back right off after successfully getting the Roche. Don't end up being in a fight that they don't want to.
Mickey is keeping himself neck and neck with this Terrorblade.
That's good farm. Yeah, a fantastic time of the space that the team has ever created after not having the easiest of times in that lane matchup.
Carnage underway at Radiant's top tower. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's getting some good pressure here onto the tier 2 bottom.
Radiant's
They gotta react to that. I mean, he's gonna die quick.
They're gonna pop quick. Yeah, Nisha's gonna start heading back now.
Foxy's cutting the wave. I was like, they can't just let him do this. Cut the wave, then just start pressure top as well with Mickey.
Radiant's top tower is under
The meta
attack.
to continue to try and take the camp before the backdoor rotation kicks back in, and he'll get it. Despite the creeps being cut, the objectives, it's taken. They get the Hex.
Easy.
Yeah, they're not going to try for any further follow-up. Nisha up on the high ground.
Perhaps if he didn't have the shield rune, they could attempt for it there, but either way, it's a tough one to go for. And Nisha, as we said, no more funny business.
They can take
second bite in BKB.
Take their torment to them.
Observes carnage underway.
As a
at Radiant's top tower.
Ace and so forth, they'll be able to find it.
Who gets it? It's Celery. Not the best one, but by no means. I've actually started to like this one a little bit more when you're playing versus these annoying like roots and stuff like that. You can actually just scout them pretty decently with the Thunder Strike. Long cast range. Around mid here with Ace.
Dire's bottom tower is taking many wounds.
We'll rally around this age, just 2.5 more minutes.
Interested to see as well if Mickey commits for his next item pickup. He has got the Axe
The red
Cube,
mist spreads,
but wonder if
and
he'll
Radiant's
consider
middle
the
tower.
MKB
Radiant
instead.
structures are
Just as butterfly.
fortified.
At the moment, Dai, he was thinking about it, whether he can continue to go to build for himself as much as he was, as he did have the MKB queued up for himself on the Brood, but he's now changed it to the Lincoln Sword. It does mean that this is going to be neither of those cores considering
They're talking. I think they're talking about it right now because Mickey. I think he's shuffled between 4 different items in the last like 2 minutes that I've been checking. BKBs, yeah, he's really considering what's going to be the most opportune thing for him to look for that next big fight.
Yeah, because if they don't have the True Shot, one structure has the Satanic.
It's going to be a
butterfly.
problem.
I don't see Liquid having enough magical damage to threaten this terribly. Dratcher's going to be able to Sunder. He's going to be able to Satanic. Active Lifesteal.
Getting some push going here.
He's under attack.
They're trying to use this Aegis as long as possible. 90 seconds on it.
They'll TP back. Yeah, but very interested to see what Mickey and Zai do second as their next items. Considering what different things, Mickey even queuing up the BKB due to the catch of Celery's Static Storms.
Ooh, Duracho, a bit deep here. Spot him.
Dire's middle
But they're actually
tower is
potentially
under
catching him. Look at
attack.
Boxy and Nisha.
Around from Boxy and Nisha.
This could be a massive kill. He probably like, is this real? Oh my god, it is.
They were sort of questioning that themselves, and maybe questioning a bit too much. Yeah, now they'll start to turn back in on this with Nisha getting the chains off.
He's in trouble.
He's completely on his own.
He's literally fighting everyone.
I mean, he kind of nearly brought down Boxy with him. Chain Frost, he takes Chain Frost, an Omni Slash, a Lasso. It does the job. They do kill him.
I mean, that's the Duracho death though. That's the one a game that he gets.
And that's always part of the winning formula.
It's true.
That's the real concern there for Liquid. They're like, all right, okay, we just killed Duracho in a bit of an awkward spot. What happens next? Well, considering the track record, we probably lose. So we'll see if anything different happens this time. But yeah, I think you were right. You could definitely see at the start the Liquid were like, oh, hang on, wait,
What? This is real. Like, Boxy hesitated for a second there.
He was sort of walking away. He's like, Nisha, what are you doing? He's like, oh, you got the real deal.
A big kill though. They're going to get 2-2 bottom. So that's actually really, really nice for Liquid. And Mickey, he has committed for the BKB. So going the safer route rather than going for damage. So
all right, BKB and then queuing back up the Axe.
We definitely saw the, bit of a difficulty to bring down this Terrorblade. There's 4 heroes hitting him. And he almost killed somebody.
He did, yeah. Boxer was looking to stay alive. Yep. And that was without him having this next big item finished very, very close to him. He just needs the sword for the Satanic.
Blink Dagger done on Ace. Aegis has timed out. Gaming, see if they look to strike with that timing here. I think it's when Duracho probably has the Satanic that they might look for an engagement. How many Wisdom Runes has actually Duracho gotten? I think he's gotten, I know at least 2, but I feel like he maybe have gotten even a 3rd one. He's been grabbing most of them this game since he's playing on the left Ancients.
I mean, regardless, Mickey is the one that's easily 2.5 levels ahead.
Above. He's got the talent.
Super high level Jug.
Yep, he's got the Blade Dance talent now.
I mean, this is going to be very important for standing his ground against the Terrorblade in the middle of the fight. If he's able to get those Blade Dance lifesteal procs.
Even versus the Timbersaw in some situations too, if he's able to just stand there and auto-attack, it would make the difference. Winston is still super farmed though. Continue to be neck and neck with a Timber and a Jug. Still getting his absurd scaling. He's got the 20 talent too. This talent is crazy. I don't know why this talent is 20% magic. Why? Like why? Why is this bad?
Yeah, he's very, very close to having the Shiva's Guard on top of that. Was just at 800 gold away.
And then they're probably, I was checking to see if anyone's going for like any Lotus Orbs or anything like that. It is a pretty good value game versus the Bat, versus the Jug and everything, if they do want to go down that route. But
yeah, I mean, Celery's got to build for himself, right? You're going to Disruptor, you go the Aghanims.
You have Darkseer on your team. If you have Darkseer, it's like a 5x more than you want to go for it.
Attack.
And how far is he in on those? He's got the goal to be about halfway through his Aghanims right now.
Playing around the power rune here, Dyrachyo camping it. I didn't see which one is the next one that can come up. It's an illusion. Never the worst one by any means.
I mean, it's definitely going to make Quinn that little bit harder to catch and kill.
Got the Hex.
They got the opening, has got the first thing in the vacuum back of the wall, but still McKay's going to put the blade through his step back the right.
Oh my god.
The Terrorblade nearly bring him down, but the healing ward there as well as the Frost Shield. McKay will live.
He's kind of lucky to get out. Lips.
They want to go back in on this. They smoke up here, Liquid. Maybe see if they can get some sort of way back in the fight. So I had to put the BKB there rather early to avoid getting caught.
Limbs caught him. That was a glyph. That's not the tier 2 glyph, just an FYI. That's the tier 3 glyph that they ended up using trying to hold this tier 2 here.
Gaimin Gladiators can push for more. Nisha. Hopefully able to get the glitch back into the head. Okay, can do anything here. No, he's having to run. I mean, has got Omni Slash there. They're still kind of hovering in a way that they want to get back in because Foxy has the lasso. Here comes the Omni Slash. It's going to do decent damage. Oh, Dyrachyo! Oh my goodness, is he going to get away with that? His team is going down! What?
I mean, he really wanted to save him, I guess.
He really wanted to save Celery. I mean, Celery's been having a great game. I mean, bless him. He just didn't want to see his mate die.
I mean, he wanted to do the satanic play, but they just got on top of him.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, dead on Gaimin Gladiators.
A smart hit from Liquid. Patience, waiting for the meta to kind of just deteriorate down, ults being expended, and then the hit, and it's a hard one. They don't get Quinn, but they get Dyrachyo yet again. He's 1-4.
I mean, that was a high-risk, low-reward play that from Dyrachyo, it felt like. Either way, the fight probably not going to go too great, but he's setting himself as low as he did, taking a few bounces from the Chain Frost at the same time, just in an effort to save Celery. And I don't know if you want to save it. He's already used
everything.
This Disruptor's useless. Just let him die.
That was a bit of a blunder. Look, I mean, you could watch in the fight too. Quinn is sitting on the sidelines, and he's like, "What the hell is going on?"
This game's getting crazy, and definitely in a way that's favouring Liquid. Then up to a 5k lead. Midlane continues to get bigger than ever. He will have his Ags for the next fight.
Right, that's
got off that one.
Absolutely massive. A DD rune now spawning around bottom too for the next team fight. They could have that with this Ags on the Jug. And Roche, 90 seconds already set up around it. Huge opening here for Liquid. Just going to continue to play around the bottom side. Yeah, 1 minute till that, and they're just going to stick around here in this area. Foxy potentially even looking for an opportunity with the lasso. Omni slashed up in 20, and Ags is coming now for Mickey too. Gaming's set up in the area. They might get caught off guard with the vision. They're bringing the squad. They want to fight again. Got their meta available.
BKB's out, they're trying to jump over to Toby, but Toby's able to get back to safety. Immediate buyback comes in from Boxy. Nisha steps in with the BKB, but has to back away from being close towards Dyrachyo. Dyrachyo with the Metamorphosis, punching hard back at the two of them. The Chain Frost gets thrown out, but Quinn Timbersaw chains in, takes down Insania.
Liquid's got to run, and this is going to be around Roche soon. Nisha, they see him.
But indeed, they found him. He's out of remnants. He's got nowhere else to jump. He's going to try for the slight TP. It was a good effort, but not enough units for him to continue to be sliding around to buy time that TP to go off. As Nisha, he'll die. He's out for 70.
And that's the Roche. It's going to be up in 15 seconds. Gaming hit perfectly there. I mean, they catch this with a 3-man vacuum.
All just under the ward, right?
Yep.
Liquid, they're up on the cliff. They just didn't check for it. It had full vision of them. Gaimin Gladiators, they knew exactly what was coming.
I mean, they also just deleted somebody, right? Boxy died. I didn't even see his HP pool drop. He just died instantly. Quinn just got the full burst on him. And that's going to set them up now for this rush.
Yeah, they're going to see it in a second.
Yep.
Indeed,
really fast.
Perfect position to go for it. Dyrachyo, he'll head back over to help out.
Back and forth we go. An opening there from Liquid from before, and Gaming saying, no. We got our ults now in this fight. To get the big connection. And besides just getting a Roche now, Celery, Aghanim is about to be done. The wombo combo gets scarier and scarier.
Put that Philosopher's Stone back in. A little bit of gold.
He wants the right click damage to the Roche.
To the Radiant!
Because Philly removed your damage.
Oh, yeah, because... Oh, yeah. was like, oh, this is fun. That's not gonna do that.
Liquid, they're looking to strike, I guess, because everything's on cooldown.
I wants to go.
Static Storm's up.
He's going to go straight for Celery. There's the Yoga still trying for Celery. Jumps off the side into the Lasher. They get under the Disruptor without Disruptor being able to get his ultimate off. Dracho, he's taking it pretty much a full omni slash between himself and the Illusions. Getting pretty low hits. Rebound vacuum into the north. Dracho attempting to heal up with the Satanic. Mickey popping the BKB. He's moved in on towards Ace. They're taking out the Dark Seer. Double buybacks coming out with Gaimin Gladiators. Boost to claws.
They're on Celery again.
He's untouchable. They can't kill Quinn. Celery this time. And we get the Static Storm on Misha with the BKB. Another slide of mist. He's cut down Ace and he's cut down for a second time. The Duracho Twin still standing strong. In with the slashes. Duracho screaming for a second. They still haven't been able to take the Turboblade down, but once they will.
How is he alive?
He's healing up. He's healing up. Now he's gone. But he's going to be back for a second life, and he does still have Satanic good to pop. Quinn.
It's got 5 heroes.
And Quinn's going to come back in and help out. He's looking back over the walls in Draction. Caught by the fear. Be able to survive against the forward. But he's got. They've got the damage. Quinn. He tries to bail out of here with the TP, and he'll manage to escape. But
what a fight for Liquid.
Liquid. You see how low some of them got. Zai getting as low as ever in that fight, but they will take it.
I mean, playing around cooldowns, right? They're like, they don't have meta, they don't have Static Storm at the start of the fight. Actually, Static was up, but Zai, he got on top of Celery. They're starting to get the attention onto these supports, and they had all the numbers there. They had all 5 heroes for the entire fight for this gaming.
I mean, as you said as well, the end of that fight, Metamorphosis being popped by Duracho. Sure, he'll be back up in 45, but it's nearly 2 minutes. He's going to be able to offer to the defense with his Metamorphosis. This is a huge window for Liquid to get massive damage done to the base.
This is likely 1 Rex. 1 sec.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Really
attack.
addressing the supports there this time around. Liquid. Great identification of the fights, especially, I mean, Zai, he really just pushed the limits onto getting on top of Celery.
Getting out as low as he was. Able to survive through that.
I mean, they all kind of did, right? Boxy only dropped at the very end of everything there.
He's trying to do what he can to push Mickey back, but Mickey doesn't care at all. Able to take the melee racks, TP's out, they'll try and time the glimpse.
Wait a minute. I was wondering, actually, Boxy, it was not, actually, I was like, Boxy lived during the fight. He died to mines, actually, going toward the Wisdom Rune, it looks like. Okay. I was wondering, I was like, wait a minute, Boxy was alive. What did I miss?
12k lead now. Melee racks gone. Setting themselves up to be in a great spot here in this game 1.
If they fight around the cooldowns like that, they're definitely in a good positioning here. Just have to watch out when everything is up, when meta is up, when Static Storm. But if they get the jump, if they find these pesky backline supports, we can see how much success they can have. Sani is actually getting quite strong now too. He's just been kind of chilling. Somehow he hasn't died as much.
What's he going to treat himself to? He's going to go for the Wind Waker.
Ooh, that is cool. That's the way to save versus the Ag. Static Storm, he switched it to the Ag. So I was going to say, that's one of the few ways that you can actually kind of protect.
I mean, Ags is also pretty cool. We don't really see the Ags loots, do we?
No.
I mean, to the point where, is he actually going to go for the Ags? Or do you think he's going to change it again?
It's a black hole. You know?
I mean, it can be pretty awesome.
You usually want some type of cast range with it, so I'm clicking around. I'm like, it's 37 minutes, maybe they can get to.
Giving themselves a little bit of team fight of their own if he's able to sit there and grab them all.
I mean, it would be really nice, especially with a Jug, right? With the Battle
with
Fury,
the Battle Fury on this
Splash, everything.
And with 4k gold as well to sort of consider where he wants to go next. I mean, probably, getting rid of the treads, putting in like a Swift Blink, do you think, for Mickey? Or do you look at sort of swallowing the Aghanims and maybe now the MKB?
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, the thing is, they haven't really needed it, right? They
haven't.
They kill off everyone else so quickly. The game's not quite at a point where Duracho can 1v5, right?
Yeah, maybe
kill everyone else.
They don't need it.
They kill Duracho regardless of the fact that he has this butterfly. It doesn't seem to matter at all.
I think eventually you would want it. So, I mean, we'll see. Because, again, he just continues.
He's going to queue. He's going to go, yes.
I think that's probably the best one. Yeah,
and then at that point, then you're going to have this level 25 Jug. MKB, I mean, Duracho's already been so struggling in his team fights. When Mickey turns up now, he's going to completely destroy him. Yeah. He's that far ahead.
Quinn is still 10-0-4 somehow.
Quinn's trying his best.
Still a menace, but he can't solo carry. He needs his TB to help him out. Even though his Darkseer's doing some good team fight stuff, they need the TB's damage.
Yeah. If his team fall around him, you know, the base, it's also going to fall around him, right? This might be a game where Quinn never dies, but it definitely still could be a game that Quinn can lose. Crazy stuff there. Great opening to this best of 5 series.
Probably the perfect kind of first game we could ask for. 21-21. Not the most kill-packed in the early game, but things have definitely accelerated playing around all these cooldowns. And you can see Liquid just really emphasizing, get on the supports, wait for meta to kind of go down here, or wait to fight till meta's down and wait till Static Storm. Really playing nicely around those cooldowns in those last 2 team fights in particular.
And the thing is with it being Gaimin Gladiators, despite the fact that Liquid have taken those last few fights as well as they have done, you can never count Gaimin Gladiators out. It doesn't matter that they're a little bit behind or they had a few bad fights. Something about this team, they can find themselves, they find their ways out of very tough positions, very tough spots.
Especially because there's a Darkseer
and Ag Static Storm in the
become enough. So
you get slowed down a bit off that last fight, right? So still, what, about 360 gold.
And they did, I believe, both of the supports bought back, right? So that is the other scare for Gaimin Gladiators. If these supports die at the start of the fights, could be some problems. And I'm seeing Die, he's got a Hex now, I believe, finished up too. So it's all about getting on this Disruptor.
It really is, yeah. If they find Celery, that's going to break a huge potential of the combo that Gaimin Gladiators want to be trying to land to get back in on this.
Hello, everybody.
Last few fights.
What a lovely crowd.
Absolutely, yeah. Shout out to all you guys and girls out there enjoying the lovely weather that we're having today here.
We got very good weather.
Perfect stuff. Yeah. The sun is out here for this grand finals. So if you have any word on the reason for the pause,
I didn't see one.
Not at the moment. I hope all things are good. It's getting to a very exciting point in this game. So it's just going to be a question if Liquid can take it to the next spot.
Honestly,
in terms of Roshan, did of course just see that Aegis get lost on Dyrachyo.
And the cheese was used too.
Very freshly picked up, so 5 minutes until potential Roche.
I like watching the lines on the map and seeing if they actually mean anything when pauses like this get too long. Everyone just starts drawing random stuff. Liquid, I imagine they want to look to play around their vision that they do have bottom though. That's probably the easiest thing they can do. Or look to get maybe some information on the left side. They don't really have any info to look for Dyrachyo over there. Dyrachyo, I mean, he's also, I think he's starting to feel perhaps some of this Frost Shield pressure too. He is going to be going down Nullifier route, so. And it is annoying. This damage reduction is pretty absurd. It's 70% when Sanya does throw it, so we're definitely seeing the reasoning wanting to glitch. And even more discussion, and this is where the real kind of nerd breakdown, they're just switching up items like crazy, what they want to play, what they want to go for next. Very nice.
Is there anything that you're surprised that neither team has picked up in this situation? Like anything that
Lotus.
One of these squads is lacking?
Gaimin not having Lotus on Ace. I think he had Aeon just queued up and now he's queuing up Lotus. I was saying the Lotus earlier just because he's playing versus, like the Chains, the Omni Slash, the Batrider Lasso and stuff like that. It's a very, very value Lotus game, so probably gonna go for that next. Liquid with some momentum here. Big momentum. And Sanya now has Mjolnir queued up. Yeah, he knows they know we're checking the items.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see. I don't think I've ever really. Have we ever seen any of these pro teams?
The
Aghanim's Lich online.
You know, it's nice to let you farm. It lets you push out waves. You actually just click Sinister Gaze and it one shots the wave. Doing that damage on creeps.
Are there any crazy talents that do anything to spawn? Not really, right?
He already has it.
Got it right. That's the extra duration. Is there anything that's going to affect it?
I think the other one is, of course, the Chain Frost bounces.
I mean, sure, that's the fun.
Because then you can cast spells while you're Sinister Gaze, while you're doing it, so you can get that crazy kind of setup there.
So in theory, you could, if you get like a refresher, you send out 2 and you have double the duration of the AO Sinister Gaze. Yeah, you could grabbing all 5.
He's a 5
team wipe.
He's a 5 Lich.
Yeah, no, it's early days. Many minutes to go potentially in this game.
That is true. We
come out from Insania.
We have had, after not having, I think at the last 2 tournaments or something, I don't think we had any games that reached 100 minutes. We had 2 in this.
Something about this tournament and the position that the patch, I guess, and the sort of read the players have in the patches is that's allowed for that. Well, here we go.
And we get I think, is that a 34?
Is that a road time that Celery's offering up for the team?
I don't even know what that time. Maybe he's a fake timer because I don't think that is the road timer. I don't even know actually.
Okay, and as soon as we
no, it is.
Insania just dies with the Tormentor. All right, well. Who caused that? That was Zai, I think, was it? Well, I guess the rest of the team, they just all started hitting it and Insania dies. Alright.
That's what you get for getting focused too much on deciding what items you want to buy.
I think you're right. That's just a random time that that Celery put right. I think he's messing with them. That was early though. I don't know. 34-16. See what it means.
That Celery, Aghanim's coming out. many ninja gears? Let's take a look. I'm always checking this item because this is the most broken item of the tournament, it feels like. Let's get these later stages for these positions. Vision and catch is kind of everything. So Boxy, he's got ninja gear. He's got ninja gear on Mickey. I don't believe I saw any. Just Lotus is done pretty much here on.
Good as his ancients and such, right?
This is a pretty big item, honestly. If you're able to get some like really nice reflections, get some protection even onto something like the Racha or onto these squishy backlines. See what type of fight we get. Will we get the wombo combo from Gaimin Gladiators? Will we get Liquid getting on top of the supports? Let's see. Ace, he takes the Martyr's plate.
Super tanky, super
he is.
darks.
And he can redirect quite a bit of damage too to protect his teammates. That's actually cool. Very tough to tell when it gets activated. I'll do my best to be looking at it. Up level 25 now on Mickey.
Dire's top tower is under attack! Dire's top tower is under attack! Arms for the dead.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. We had a small technical issue, but it's all been fixed now, and it shouldn't happen again. And if it does, it's completely. Be sure to add.
Thank you.
Dota. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're back up with the action. 21-21, 15k lead for Liquid. And just as we get back in, Gaimin Gladiators are immediately going to go for a bit of smoke. Smoke actions to see if they can start something off. Just to kind of keep people refreshed. What do we just have Gaimin Gladiators recently pick up that's setting them up to try and look for this move?
Oh, they're smoked up because they have the Ags on Celery here. They have no buybacks on the supports. Ace just got Lotus, so they're looking to get a big catch here. Vision is going to be everything.
See if they can get the setup. Jarasho's going to show in the mid, so Liquid, they themselves are going to be aware that this sort of move's going down. Mickey smoked up on the front, and
Arcane Rune top. Nice rune.
Arcanum's done on Nisha.
He commits his gold. They have to. I don't think they've gotten tabs on Celery yet. They should be pretty aware that he's very close to that Aghanim's or has his nose. So
they're going to know.
They're going to know.
I think they're gonna,
Fighters are going to scout.
With the fact that Gaimin Gladiators has been off the map, or at least they're only showing as they're showing, Liquid's going to know that Gaimin Gladiators are looking for that big kind of jump.
Starting to get the lanes pushed out here. Nisha puts on top. Arcane Rune plus Aghanim. This could be pretty massive for this next team fight, but it's all going to be up to if they find Celery.
Last few times they've done
I think Zai is doing some master micro brute stuff. We're just scouting with spiders, giving all the information in the world.
Because he was sort of like 2-2-15 or something, and now it's been the 4 deaths the last few fights. Because Liquid have found it. Gonna go for this push top. Tier 3 starting to take quite a beating here for the 2 siege creeps. To deal with that.
Racha getting the lane shoved in with illusions. Bottom and mid also taking a beating. Liquid, they kind of have to react to this. They'll send Nisha.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I was gonna say, he doesn't have Remnant down, but he does want to drop it afterward.
For attempt from Gaimin Gladiators. Out the base they go.
Scouting.
Who can they catch? Who can they jump?
Our buyback's looking. Quinn is 50 gold away from it.
I mean, I think the bigger one that's not available is Nisha's, right?
Yes.
Nisha gets jumped and they're able to kill him during some sort of static storm that may catch him with his Ag static storm pre-BKB. Nisha could be in trouble.
Positioning is going to be crucial for Celery. Look where he has to stand, because he doesn't have a blink dagger. He has to be like right behind Quinn for the catch.
Side, they're going for the pop of Lincoln's Quinn. He's in with the Shiva's Guard and the Hex. Out of the side, Boxy pops the BKB. He's going to try and go in the wall direction. Now they look at the backline. Jump off Nisha. He's been able to find Celery straight over towards the disrupt. He's got the change, but Celery's able to get the Glimmer Cape off. On these dashes there over the wall, takes Blaze is still alive. Celery's able to get the static storm down. They manage to shoot up. Nisha, he's also caught the edge of it as well. Direction still fighting fit. The Hex is down, and Nisha, he's dead. 3 gone on Liquid.
It took too long. They took way too long to get Celery.
Nisha sort of went all in on it, but I think sort of around the Glimmer Cape and such, they just didn't have the detection to finish him off in time. He gets the ult out, and that static storm, it secures them the 2 big ones in particular. Mickey and Nisha gone. And as I mentioned before that fight, Nisha, he spent
his
does
gold.
not have buyback. Dratcha and the rest of the remaining survivors on Gaimin Gladiators, they can go straight to the high ground push.
I mean, they're pushing mid and they're pushing bottom. Liquid has to buy back at least on the Lich. They probably are going to have to buy back even on Mickey unless they just want to sacrifice 2 sets here.
On
There's Insania's buyback. Of course, throughout this, Insania never spent his money. He did it. He was sitting about sort of 3,500, and now he's come back down to 2.7k. Never done anything. But with the hex again, I mean, Insania's trying to force him back to the base, but they catch him. They killed the two of them. Neither of them with buyback available as well. This is going to be a huge opening for Gaimin Gladiators to take at least one set of wreck, probably two, maybe even start to threaten the game as well.
What a fight from Gaming. Only one hero was able to get to the backlines to try to go for celery, and it wasn't enough. Look how much they might actually just lose everything here.
They might.
Vic is trying to hold his buyback.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see with the money's eye, he's $170 short of his buyback.
I mean, this
Insania, of course, just brought back. The tier 4's exposed. They've got this little bit of time with the glyph.
Oh, Deracho wants to end. He buys a full refresher. He wants his meta back up. He wants to get the push.
He wants to at least get the megas.
At least megas.
Because I don't think they'll be able to quite end unless they can kill these heroes off again, because we're going to see both Mickey and Nisha back in action. So they'll be able to fight with the three of them. It's still going to be a 3 versus 5, so it won't be easy, but there's a little chance that Liquid may be able to push Gaimin Gladiators once more.
It's mega style already.
It's a lot.
And he doesn't even have to use his meta 15 seconds. They got all they needed. Jesus, Quinn.
That was a big push, big play.
He has not died this game. He has been the leader of the charge for his team to protect his buddies. Level 25 was hitting that last fight too, so he is pretty much a carry also on this Timbersaw, as he already has been. And the game's totally broken now for Liquid. They have to they have to get Roche, and they have to have some insane next couple fights. And they have to find Celery, but not only just once now, because the buyback's back for him, so he can just buy back and join the fight too. It's got ever more complicated now for the side of Liquid. Just off of one little connection there.
And Insania, I believe the Academ's dream was dead with this money that he's been losing so just by the Ether Lens.
Oh, that feels bad, right? He had what, almost
he had about 4k gold.
4k gold, got killed by his team, going for the Tormentor, dies afterwards, has to buy back.
He's lost a lot.
Lose everything, as now it's Roche. This is a full Aghanim's too.
And we're actually going to see, I guess, with regards to the fact that Nisha doesn't have buyback, Mickey's like, I'll just go all in as
he has to.
So he spends up to 5 the MKB, but all going his availability to buy back in the next fight. He's now completely out.
He has to. They're megas coming in, you have to go all in.
Who are we giving the axe to here?
Just give it a Deracho. Why not? Yep. He's got the double Terror Wave, right? He used meta for the fight, so it's a really strong one once you do get this timing.
Can Liquid do anything against these megas? Against this Aegis cheese push that Gaimin Gladiators, they're going to look to end this game with.
Aegis cheese push, Quinn just showing that he is unkillable this game. And I guess I didn't get to really see if... I mean, it's likely the auras and everything, of course, saving Celery in that last kind of fight. I didn't actually get to see if Ace popped like Martyrdom and if there was anything there too. But it was the Glimmer Cake in particular. This having... Gotta have that detection somehow to get into the backline. I didn't see where Boxy was in that auto fight initially. Levels more difficult here for the side of Team Liquid. Gaming's just playing the eco game, patiently getting the rest of the farm on the map, waiting for their buybacks. Close for all of them. Deracho's gonna his 1200 for Quinn. Creeps are coming in from the megas.
Celery can treat itself to a blink as well soon, and you know, one blink Ag Static Storm, that will be the move to close the game. He can catch one of these big calls of Liquid.
And hit double hex too, so it's like be able to get those from actually triple hex, apologies, Ace also have ones. So many different forms of catch. Liquid only has the 2 force thefts to at least disengage in the initial build, but harder versus the blink if Celery does get it.
Trying to leave the base, Boxy. Maybe find Tofu farming the neutral camps, but
bombs. They scout him. He's got a shield thing. He wants to run in.
He can just go straight in. He wants to. I mean, there's nothing that's going to threaten Quinn right now. Unkillable right until the end, it seems. See what he can make of this. So the creeps are building up.
And Mickey knows he can't show. He has to stay under Ninja here, because they could just jump him and full kill him. He's now picked up for Celery.
Yeah. Him and Ace can end it if they get the correct jump. And Ace gonna start things. He's able to get in there, get the opening hex on the Nisha. Nisha needs help. They've got anyone to bail them out.
The Terror Wave.
He's gone. Boxy have committed with the BKB. That's all the Celery. They desperately want to kill this disruptor. They put the forward hex this time. They won't manage to stop the edge standing still, but there's the buyback. Celery's gonna look to rejoin the team. Nisha, your buyback as well. They're trying to stand their ground against Deracho. Deracho getting pretty low. He's able to stun that Ace. Gets his health back up to almost 4. attempts to take down Zai. Zai's out without buyback. Brings the forward for Nisha. He'll take the first hit. He's back up to full HP. Nisha cannot kill off the Darks here. Mickey's got a Blade Fury back to base. Nisha, he'll have a trap waste as well. Mickey, he's going to get dragged back underneath Durantia. He's out. No buyback on him. Heads on to Nisha. Gaimin Gladiators with the full cleanup of the Axe Static Storm. Locks down the Ember. GG is called. Gaimin Gladiators will take this game one.
They just keep on doing it. Oh, and how do they just keep on doing it? This one, look at what, 12 kills.
It seemed like they had a chance.
One fight.